What's going on, you guys? I'm here with my boy, Asian Persuasion. You already know.
You already know, baby.
Files here at the North American World Championship Qualifier in Dallas, Texas. We are here with
Russell Novak-Burdick.
Awesome, bro. And what did you do here today?
I got a top 16 at Nats.
Awesome. And what'd you play?
I played Trickstar Sky Striker.
Best deck, you think?
Yeah, definitely. Like, it doesn't really lose to anything.
It's true. All right, man. Let's see what you played.
Okay, so I played 3 Candina, super standard. I mean, it searches everything in the deck. 2 Lycras, some people play 3. It's just a brick in your opening hand, so I played the 2, and then the 1 Lilybell because she's insane. She wins games.
You're a brave man playing a hollow one.
Yeah, well, I want it to look good.
There you go.
3 Ash. Just great all around. There's nothing it's bad against. 3 Droll. It's definitely kind of hurts when you have to -1 in hand to stop them, but like if you just Droll and they pass turn, you can usually win the next turn because you can just put up a lot of damage. And then technically the last hand trap is 3 Impermanence. I decided to do this instead of Gamma just because it's good against like Pendulum because you can just put it in the like where the scale is, as well as just it turns off like Imperial Orders and stuff like that. I know I put it in the middle most of the time and flip it, and then my opponent played a multi-roll and I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, for some reason that's like a common thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just like old school like T-set kind of thing. You're just used to it.
Makes sense.
And then 3 Reincarnations. Some people play 2. The card's just too good to not. I mean, free Reborn. Usually side 1 out when you're going second though. And then for the spells, 3 Stage with 3 more Stage to get your spells engraved as well. 3 Engage, you know, $100 card, $80 card's pretty good.
Why not?
I know in my top 16 matchup, I top decked Engage, cleared his board, he made a new board, and then I top decked another Engage to win. So that was pretty crazy. 3 Drone, because it gets you to engage. And then 1 Afterburner, 1 Widow Anchor. I didn't want to do Jamming Wave in the main, because Afterburner's always live and Widow Anchor is just insane. But Jamming Wave's still good. 3 Scapegoat, because it's an auto win.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, there was only like 1 time I messed up with this where I made a Griffin and I forgot to put the Lilybell underneath the Griffin. But other than that, it was really good. 3 Call by the Grave main deck. So my theory was Shared Ride is amazing at the beginning of the game, but this card is amazing at the entire game. Like there's never a point where Call by Grave is basically dead. So the card was really good all day, stopped a lot of hand traps. Also, if you open this with Reincarnation Droll, you stop their Ash and then they lose. And then 2 Desires, because sometimes you want to see Desires, sometimes you don't.
Is that 40 in the main?
Yeah, it's 40 deck for the main deck. Undo side, I guess. Sorry. 2 Sphere Mode. I should have played 3, but I couldn't find a 3rd before it started, so I was like, all right, I'll just deal with 2 with your evenly matched. I mean, just for clearing Goki boards or Pendulum boards or whatever. Sided these in. I never Sphere Moded once, and I evenly matched like twice. It was alright. My tech was 3 Magic Deflector, sorry for the 1 common, but this card auto wins the pure Sky Striker match because you just flip it and they can't play a single card except for Engage. Stops their Hornet, stops Twin Twisters, stops field spells, and it's also really good against the mirror match too because you just flip it and they can't do stage, they can't do anything. I sided in a lot and I saw it a couple times, but it wasn't amazing, but it was still really good. It definitely stopped them. 3 Twins. I decided to do this over the Night Beams. I found out about Night Beam like a couple days before, but it was like, it seemed okay. I just like to do this in draw phase so they can't Droll you for the mirror match. Yeah. 3 Shared Ride just because you have to play it for going first against Goki and mirror match and pure.
XC's a good card.
Yeah. And then the 1 Jamming Wave just so I could search it. It should have been the 3rd Raw Sphere Mode even though I never summoned one, but it was like whatever, I'll just put it in. Extra deck. The 1 Link Karibo and the Link Spider for your Link 1s. I mean, you have to play both. The 2 Kaguri and 1 Shizuku. I feel like this is the best ratio. I wouldn't play 3 of this or 2 of that. I mean, the extra deck's so tight, and you only usually, especially in a game, you'll only go through these, and then the game's usually over. It's very rare to keep going after that. 1 Goblin and a Space Insulator. Those are like the 2 main Links 2s with Phoenix, but Space Insulator is broken all day, like just bringing it back off for Trisbanias or Topologic or stuff, and card's just so good. Like
a lot of people forget its second effect.
Yeah. And then like the fact that it just points down and you can use 2 tokens for it is just so good. And then Goblin was for the FTK. I never did it once. 1 Trisbania, Unicorn, and Ningrisu. Trisbania won me my top 16 matchup because I put my opponent down to 200 and then just attacked over his monster for exactly 200.
Nice.
And then I banished 2 cards with the Trisbania to burn for 1,000 for exactly game as well. So the card was really good. Ningrisu is just solid, just sending cards, not destroying is just super strong as well. And it's super easy to make, especially with goats. And then for the Link 4s, Griffin, Skuldred, Firewall, and Topologic. Topologic is easily the best Link 4. I make this probably every match. It just wins games. It's usually what I go into after Ningrisu with Scapegoat. Firewall, I never summoned it, but it was there for the loop. Skuldred, I summoned a couple times. It's good. It won me 1 game where it let me draw into a Terraforming to win. And Griffin is actually really strong because like if you use it to reset your goats, it's good, but you can also just put it in the extra monster zone against the pure deck. And if they use Raise effect, it has to go to the extra monster zone. It can't go to the zone this points to, so they can't use its effect.
Yeah.
So it's like almost like a floodgate, essentially. But that's it. I mean, the deck was really solid. The only thing I would switch would be the 1 raw sphere mode, but other than that, nothing else. It seemed great.
Any shout-outs you want to give, though, man?
Yeah, shout out to all the SAC boys, NORCAL guys, Andrew, Marcus, Berto, Mike. Just thanks for helping me test and get ready for the event. And, I just appreciate everybody.
Hey, for sure, man. Congrats on getting that top cut. Thanks for the deck profile.
All right.
Nice.